Are we live? We are live. Hi, Michael Miller here with Miami's Community News, and our guest and friend is Manny Sarmiento from the Doral Chamber of Commerce, and you're the CEO and founder, the co-founders. Carmen sitting right over there.
We have to bring her on camera one day. She's
Yes.
always hiding back there. She's like the support staff, you know.
So here we are.
I get the credit. She does it all. I get the credit. You know.
We understand behind every successful man, actually on your
It's
side
an
or in
amazing
front of
woman
you.
like her. Okay.
Right. So let's talk about the Taste of Doral, which is a big deal, been going on for almost a dozen years.
Started in 2012.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So one, why did you originally start that? That's a decade ago, right? Long before this stuff was sort of popularized.
I have the visions. Okay, I had the visions. The other day, I was just a quick off the side here. We talk about Instacart and stuff, and I go on Sunbiz and I show Carmen, look, back in 1994, I had World of Groceries. The idea was to have home delivery. It's like, well, I have the insight. So we have an exceptional area in Doral and the surrounding areas too, where we have some amazing restaurants, some 200 restaurants, I believe it is, and it continues to grow. So I said 2012. Nobody's really organizing it. We started the chamber 2008 for the same reasons, to organize our businesses and get more publicity for our amazing city of Doral, a growing metropolis, if you want to call it that. We had some great restaurants. We said, okay, look, we got Taste of Miami Spice, and we got Taste of Coral Gables, or Coral Gables Restaurant Week. They were both fabulous events, but both of those did not incorporate Doral into the fray, into the melee or the fray, if you want to call it that. Miami Spice is a fantastic event. It's right after ours. We had Doral Restaurant Week, which is the entire month of July. Yes, it's called week, but it's the entire month. Okay, go figure. Okay, just like Coral Gables, they call it Restaurant Week, and it's actually 10 days or 12 days. So that's right after us. Miami Spice has always been a successful program to market restaurants, fixed price menus. Coral Gables Restaurant Week is right before ours. So we said, look, we have the month of July open. That's typically the slowest month, because people go travel, they leave the areas, and slowest month of our restaurants and our businesses. Let's take advantage of that month and start and do Taste of Doral. It started as the month, and then now we promote weekly. Every Friday, you get the email.
So people would get an email saying, here are the local restaurants that are participating.
Correct.
And it's a fixed menu.
Right.
And I must tell you that I look at Doral when I go over there, and I just live a few miles south of there. I have such a great, wonderful, warm feeling as far as Doral, and the types of businesses that are there is extraordinary. Right? It is international. All right. It has a flavor of everything that's there. You have small businesses and you have gigantic businesses. I think every bank in Dade County has a branch there.
Yeah.
Every hotel is there, and they also have a Shorty's, don't they?
Oh, well, Shorty's is closed.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, unfortunately. So we're trying to find a new place for ribs now. So we're gonna have to come down to South Miami for Shorty's. Shorty's still here, right?
It's still there. They did sell the property. All right.
Oh.
Yes. They do have one on Bird Road near my house. All right. And let's go back on Doral. So tell us what you have right here.
This is Taste of Doral magazine. This is not a commercial. I don't compete with you. I would never do that. This was just put together so we can feature our local restaurants in a more. There are people who still like the hard stuff, the hard cover. We do have it on the website, atasteofdoral.com. And on Calameo, you can get the latest issue. This was the March issue, but we have the latest issue on Calameo, which is the May issue, and then July is coming out in about a week or so.
I just noticed on the back is Sergio's right here.
Yeah.
So I had the pleasure of meeting you for breakfast over there about 2 months ago, and I noticed one little thing. This thing. A robot brought my breakfast over to me.
Yes, they have a robot. Now, I did a session called Business a la Ventanita, which I want to syndicate to you. We were talking about that before here. I want to get those shows over to you. And we visit different Ventanitas. right? Ventanita, of course, is a typical thing that Cuban, I guess it was a Cuban thing. Now it's an international thing. You go to the window and you order your cafecito, your cortadito. So we've done 2 sessions on business a la Ventanita. At the one we did at Sergio's. I want to bring you there, or Casa Cuba. Let's do Casa Cuba.
We can do that.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
Let's talk about the culture of going to a window. When you're there, you have the pastelitos and you have some espresso, maybe some American coffee
and the conversation, the gossip, the business,
exactly.
The business. business. Okay.
That's how that stuff happens. When you compare that to the Anglo counterpart, which is going to the restaurant and sit down and sit
Nobody
by
talks
yourself.
to each other.
We see that because Casa Cooper is right next to Deli Lane and Sunset Tavern. The culture is completely separate.
Yeah, but Casa Cooper, you see the same thing. Casa Cooper, you see them on the window talking to each other and talking to the cops.
Yes.
One of the things I love is seeing when the cops. Sergio's is, it's like the center for the police officers to come in and have their cafecito, and you get to greet them and you get to thank them for the work they do. I always do that. It's a cultural thing that's very nice, and the coffee, el cafecito seems. We can't do that. We can't make that great cup of coffee at home. It must be they say it's the pressure from the machines that they use. So the cafecito tastes different at La Ventanita than it does anywhere else. Even though Carmen makes some great coffee though.
She makes wonderful coffee.
Oh, yeah. We have a new machine at the office though. We got it, we bargain basement machine, but it works good. It's got pressure and we have coffee all day long. We're wired. That's why I'm wired right now.
Okay. So and people could go to atasteofdoral.com.
atasteofdoral.com.
And they can find out more information about
But I have
them.
to apologize.
Okay.
I know your techie guy, Wilson. I probably need Wilson, your tech guy, to help us out. But our website crashed 2 days ago. We're still trying to restore it. So last night I was up to 2 a.m. So I had something for you on the website. We do have the latest version of the Taste of Doral magazine, the May one. Like I said, the July should be out next week. So we can feature Taste of Doral Restaurant Week for the month of July of 2022. So yeah, a Taste of Doral, but it will have all the restaurants and the fixed price menus. Now we're a little more lenient than Miami Spice. Miami Spice is a little more stringent on whether you can participate or not. So we have restaurants like restaurants that could not participate under the Miami Spice guidelines, which is okay. I understand their guidelines, but so we decided to be a little more flexible. The restaurants can also, in our case, can also offer a discount, but I ask them to give a real discount, not a 5% off or all that. But the fixed price menus, and we have some amazing restaurants. I don't know if you saw the cover here. That is La Fontana. If you haven't eaten at La Fontana in Doral, now they have one in downtown Miami. It's amazing food. They've got the pasta that they mix right into the cheese wheel. They take out the cheese from the middle of the cheese wheel. They put the pasta, heat up the pasta.
Does he really eat it?
Oh, it was good.
Yes.
It's right here. Okay, I've saved some here for later. La Fontana 107 Steak and Bar is a surprisingly amazing restaurant that's hidden on 107th, and it's on those corners 107th and 31st at the Aloft. Between the Aloft and the Element, it's hidden in the little crack, and nobody knows it's there. They're featured on the May issue. It's an amazing place. They have for hors d'oeuvres. You have to ask for this if you go there. For the hors d'oeuvres, they have the bacon, little pieces of bacon. Okay, if you're trying to don't go if you're on a diet. Little pieces of bacon for hors d'oeuvres. They have Whiskey Wednesdays. They have karaoke. I think it's on Fridays. All that, by the way, we feature. We send an email every Friday with the promotions for our restaurants. And I do want to invite the rest of the restaurants who are not participating with us to do so. It's part of being a chamber member. That's included in chamber membership, whether you're a platinum or trustee, or you can do it individually. We have really good price for you to participate. We understand COVID had an effect on a lot of businesses, so we want to make sure that we help them stay afloat.
I did notice on some of your folks, I don't know if they were they renewed or joined for the first time. You announced that.
We finally, after COVID, we've been able to get back to that. We do a press release for every chamber member announcing that they're back. We also submit that press release via all of our social media, and sometimes Twitter. Twitter is very, very tough on us, on anybody. So you cannot repeat the same, but we have about 13 Twitter accounts. So yeah, you come in, you join, or you renew. We create a graphic for you saying, welcome back, or our Chamber of Commerce welcomes back Miami's community newspapers. And we send out a PR log press release, and we also then do social media on it.
I was very impressed that you did that, because it really tells to the public who's seeing it that you care about them, and that the member, I'm sure, is appreciative that you went out of your way to make that announcement. I thought it was very good.
Look, as two points of business we can learn here, and if I can have your producer pull up the chamber page, doralchamber.org when you get a chance. 2 points, 2 learning points right here is number one, it's not about you. This is when you run a business, it's what value are you providing, and that has been important for myself, Carmen, and the board since 2008, since we opened.
Here we go.
If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see these little squares. We're able to do this now. Oh, we're back. Okay. Oh, he'll show it in a second. But point number one is when you run a business, if you want to have success in business, if you remember that it's not about you, what
Julian,
value?
you going to try to get it back up?
There you go. He's working on it.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
What value do you provide? Focus on your clients, your customers. In our case, our members. We focus wholeheartedly on them. Everybody has my cell phone number. We want you to call. We meet with every new chamber member.
And you have some law firms you have several law firms that are
well,
members.
we have Peregonza Law. Peregonza is actually they're on our board, and they're also trustee members on our board. They're the official attorneys. They actually protect us. They've done a great job of protecting our trademarks, etc. And a couple other attorneys. Elena Towler, she does living wills and trusts. I think I had her here as
Yes.
a speaker one time. That's growing. We have the attorney marketing annex, which we had to curtail during the pandemic, and now we want to bring it back. Attorney marketing annex. The idea there, the best way for an attorney to grow their business is to network with other attorneys, and we have a lot of surprises coming up.
And I've been to a couple of your seminars. Those are typically members that are giving seminars. I think we went to the one years ago about medical marijuana, what the employer.
Yes.
I thought it was, that was probably 4 or 5 years ago before it was popularized.
We're finally back to that again. One of the persons who you talked about, attorneys, Elena Towler, legacylawlive.com. She does a great job of promoting via webinars. One of the best ways you can market your business is being on a show like this. Marketing. One of the things that I always talk about, I recommend Miami's community newspapers. Why? Because you have the hybrid system. Okay, you have the print, which is still viable for a lot of people, but you have the social media, you have the Facebook Live, you have the website. I mean, you encompass, that's what marketing is now. You can't just go, if you see a publication that's trying to sell you print and that's all they have, forget it. This is viable. You really need to be here. Not because I'm here right now, but we support you. We endorse you. We endorse Doral First Magazine and Doral Voice. The only 3 right now that I see that are viable and do for businesses, what you and Grant do for businesses, please, if you have any type of business, you have to be here. You have to advertise here.
Thank you. We did have the governor was our speaker a couple of weeks ago. The lieutenant governor was also.
I'm mad at you. You can give me an invite for that.
Right.
You invited me for Pepe Diaz, but no, not for the governor. Okay. No.
So
I like Pepe Diaz, by the way. Okay.
Right. And we bring in lots of people who our guests that show up may never have another opportunity to meet that type of folks. We had the director, I forget his name, forgive me, of Miami International, who's just took that position over about a year ago. So we typically do those every month. We do some at Evelyn Greer Park in Pinecrest, and we do at Casa Cooper. What I think is important for people to know about business, I think the perfect example is a place called the Fish House on 100th Avenue in Miller, Southwest 56th Street. When they first opened, they had fish. That was it. Then about 6 years ago, they started doing they have a room about 20 by 20, which is called the back room, and they have musicians, young ones, older ones. They have comedians that go in there, and then they started serving sushi. So if you thought the Fish House only has fish, right, you're mistaken. People go there. We see that. Yeah, they want to hear the music, and the musicians invite their friends. And so one of the things we've learned is just like, as you do, you have to have a variety of ways to help people help themselves and how to connect with consumers.
Yes.
And so we're fortunate to be able to be nimble enough to be able to survive and to thrive and to find these new markets.
You have my book, Marketing Magic. I'll give you a copy, I think, and I think I actually signed it for you.
Yes.
Well, what the number one tip in Marketing Magic, which you can get on Amazon, by the way, the number one tip in marketing magic is excellent customer service. Now, that is the differentiator right now. That's the thing that can segment you away from everybody else. It's not price. Don't try to compete on price, but offering amazing quality service.
My experience with Amazon is pretty positive, and because they know how to make you feel really comfortable, you can order it in an instant. But the other day I said, it was a $2,500 camera. I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get that. And then when I went to order another one, I said, you know what, let me look around. And to somewhere else. And I started thinking, okay, I'm going to have to put in all the information to start brand new. And I'm going through all that stuff. Well, that's how they keep you, right? Yeah. I did, by the way, go to Walmart and I found the same camera, exact same camera, $400 less, exact same camera. And what kept me away from going other places is the thought about having to start all over again. Yeah. And so I think as sellers of information and consumers of products, we have to make it so easy for our customers to want to do business with us, right? Yeah. That they won't go, oh, well, let me go somewhere else and find out. Because once somebody goes away, right, they're away for a while, right? It's sort of like you get a divorce, right? You're off doing something else.
I know. Talking about getting back to food, I'm not going to say their name because I like them, okay? And we have one in Doral. We go in and we want to order a quesadilla, okay? They have typical Mexican foods, okay? I want to order a quesadilla at this place. And I go there and I'm about to order at the counter, and the guy says, oh, no, you can only get that if you order online. I laughed and I said, okay, hold on. I'll order it now. I was like, can you it's like, I don't have any.
Did you want to just throw up all over him?
No, I just laughed. I said, "Oh, okay, hold on. You want me to order? I can order it right now. I'll just stand here and order it." I was like, "Oh no, we'll make it for you. Thank you very much. You want excellent customer service, everything done right. Chick-fil-A." So that's amazing. I was like, how do they do that?
So with all the different passwords, all this different stuff, people get frustrated about trying to access. So even if you know how, if you don't have the exact information, I don't throw my phone, but I just lay it down on the table. So would somebody please take care of this for me? Because
I know you don't always answer my text until about an hour later. Okay.
So the frustration level rises. And I think all the time that's how can we take better care of our customers?
That's number one.
Yes.
That's it. That's number one right now. That's it.
And we know the Doral Chamber 2008. That's when you started.
2008. Yes.
Long time. That's really exceptional to be able to do that. So right now, you're back to having general meetings.
Yes. As a matter of fact, we have a trustee luncheon coming up on next Wednesday. It's free for trustee members. It does have a fee. I would like, by the way, to have you attend. You and Grant.
One of the things that I did like about your stuff, you have the serious part, then you have the fun stuff.
I always have fun.
All right.
You got to have fun.
I think Grant went to the go-kart one.
Oh, yeah. That was great. We actually had racing. Yeah. K1 Speed. We did an event there. We did one Top Golf. I wanted to go back to Top Golf.
So I didn't go to the Top Golf one, but I did take my family there.
See?
And it was like, great. And then they have an area where you can take the grandkids and they can't jump over it's on the second floor and the fence is high enough. You're sitting there. And so, and they can run around there and you can watch them without getting in the way.
But how does it happen? Look, and I have these restaurants that participate with us are smart. Okay. They understand Cooper's Hawk, by the way. That's exceptional. Cooper's Hawk. They have the Wine of the Month Club and all that. Exceptional food, quality, customer service. They've been with us since they opened in 2017. But sure, this guy is a world-renowned, internationally known chef, pastry chef, etc. And he gives back to charity tremendously. Okay, we have these great restaurants. Now, I go to the restaurants and I say, look, I want to do a lunch at your place, but I'm only going to pay you this much with everything. I don't want to mess with the plus because it ends up being, the plus is 22% plus 8%. I'll pay you this much per person, and I'll get them no. I go, I just demonstrated that I have 33,000 emails that we email out to. We have a tasteofdoral.com. We have doralchamber.com. We have 13 Twitters, a total of 50 plus social media accounts. Your name will be there. I'll bring people in because I make them raise their hands that have never been to your restaurant before, never tasted your food before. and you're not going to give me that price. You want to jack it up and charge me. I had a place wanted $55 for lunch, for this lunch. It's like, it's like, you got to laugh. Get it. Okay. You got to come and you got to think, I'm going to bring you new people. I'm giving you so much publicity, so much exposure, social media that you don't have. Because when they have a social media accounts, possibly one Instagram, one Facebook, and they don't know how to post. We post that. We have 44 plus social media: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn Company, LinkedIn, Facebook pages, and then 13 Twitter accounts. And we post across most of those all the time. And you're not going to accept, it's just, they don't think, Michael. They don't think.
Part of this is that we're all in the marketing business. I don't care whether you're a bank or a car dealer or a news company or a chamber of commerce. We're in the marketing business. And we try to market. In our case, we are marketing our customers.
But you do it the right way, Michael.
Yes.
You do it the right way. You have the relationship with your clients. You have, the product. You understand the product. You understand the distribution. I want to think that you learned that from my classes, my social media classes, but I won't give myself credit for that. And look, it's got to, thank you. It's got to be win-win. You do it correctly. You are doing it the right way. This is the right way. Those breakfasts that you do, that's the right way. You get people in there. You build a relationship with people. You and Grant are there shaking hands. Grant goes out to the community. This is the right way.
And a wonderful thing that happened, there's a fellow that's in the finance business. He owns a financial company. I introduced the same people to each other over a period of months. And about a month ago, this very wealthy guy who I went reintroduced him on the spot, said, I'm going to put $200,000 in your bank. All right. And then the man went to his company and said, if you need a car loan, that's where I want you to go. I'm thinking, how good is that? Everybody benefits from there. Yeah. All right. And I don't know whether the bank looks on it favorably, as far as the car loans, but that's what that relationship can do. And you never know when you're going to meet that right person, whether it's in the restaurant, all right, or whether it is a chamber meeting. And as we look towards our I go by school calendar year, right, to the new year starting in August and September, we're all very gracious and hopeful that things are going to be a lot better, which they will be, all right, because we understand what we've been through, all right, and this is on the backside of that. So we know the businesses right now are trying to figure out the new way. And if we look at McDonald's and Burger King, McDonald's, 85% of their business in that range is now drive-through. When McDonald's was first born, it was come with your family and sit in your car or come inside.
Get the Happy Meal.
Right. Yes. All right. And the kids would go in and play and everything. So that shifted. And I think that we each need to do that in order to capture our particular market.
I agree with you.
By the way, the county is going to be receiving their first all-electric big trash truck, big solid waste truck, all electric, right? Wow. So imagine if somebody said 30 years ago, one day you won't be putting diesel or whatever, or propane or whatever it is. We're going to have a battery, all right? Oh, and great. So I think each of us need to look to the future and say, where are we going to be in the year and where do we want to be and how can we get there? So we do have another studio in the back. We've been back there a couple of times, and we're doing more and more shows that are back there. We're setting up a third one, which is going to be for more of direct news type of stuff, where it'll be almost a roundtable thing. And I know as we move into this new calendar year coming up and the new elections, people are certainly going to be opinionated.
Look, I've always told you I want to be here for you. Okay, I like what you do. I like what you're doing for the community. By the way, speaking of the back, I see Clutch Burgers.
Yes.
Okay. He went from Doral and off to Coral Gables, but he ran a couple businesses. I think one of the restaurants in Doral when I first met him. What's his name? Bradley?
Steve Bradley.
Steve Bradley. He's amazing. That show.
Clutch Burgers.
But he does a great show. I mean, our members are BurgerFi. Okay. He's not a member, but he's not in Doral, but when he does decide to open in Doral, I know he will join us at Doral Chamber of Commerce. But he does a great job. That's a great idea.
Yes,
that show he does back here.
Yes,
but I want to say this clearly. I don't want to say it on camera here. I want to be here for you. Okay, we have a great relationship, you and I and Grant. Please, I'm here for you.
Okay, people can go to atasteofdoral.com.
atasteofdoral.com. Give me a chance to fix it today, please.
Okay. And people can go to what's your
I have to apologize for that.
Your chamber.
DoralChamber.org. We have we're posting regular. You see who our new members are. We have a lot of new members coming. We have a lot of trustee members. If you can join us on Wednesday, it's very limited seats. It's only about 3 or 4 seats left. It is a trustee luncheon, so we will be presenting our trustee members their plaques of appreciation. I'd love to have you and Grant there if you can. And let's do a Ventanita show. Can we do that?
Yes, I like that.
Okay, well, I'll go to Casa Cooper. Just give me the time and date.
Okay.
We'll go to Casa Cooper and do it there.
And folks, call Manny, email him, text him. All
Please.
Right? And you're going to find out about the Doral Chamber and the wonderful things that you do there. My hat's off to you. You're a great marketer.
No, my hat's off to you, man.
So,
you're just like, this is the way to do it. You're amazing. Thank you. God bless you.
Thanks. Again, it's Manny Sarmiento with the taste of Doral.com and the Doral Chamber. Folks, have a great day and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Bless